Hi everyone, it's Allie and here's a new segment. Woo! I thought I'd start doing some story time chats with all of you if you'd like that or not, but I have some crazy stories about chronic illness and just my life because I'm an very awkward person that I thought you might enjoy. And there's one story in particular that happened exactly a week ago from today that everyone has been dying to know. As some of you know, I went on my Make-A-Wish last Friday, which was very, very exciting. I'm going to need to put down my tea for this. So I went on my Make-A-Wish last Friday, which was the 17th. I'm filming this a week later because I needed some time to just think about it. I'm still in shock that all of this actually happened. So the first thing that happened was I woke up at 6:15, which is normally the time I wake up for school. I got dressed. I wore a Taylor Swift shirt and just some plain jeans. I wasn't dressing. They told me not to dress into anything fancy, something comfortable. So that's what I did. I didn't have to do any makeup or do anything to my hair, which was crazy, thinking I usually wake up for school and I'm like slapping makeup on. And so I got to eat breakfast. I kind of chilled around the house because we had a driver. He was coming to our house 7:30, so my mom made us breakfast and we were all just chilling. So we get in the car, we drive to Nashville. We took a really lovely route that I've only ever taken to go to hospitals, and it was really nice to take it on a day I don't have to be at a hospital. I'm doing something fun. So we get to the place with the makeup, and I'm going to take out so I don't butcher anybody's names because I only know first names. So we arrived there at 9 a.m. So I got the list. So we get there at 9 a.m. and we go to Parlor 3. So I went into there and I meet this lovely lady, and she gets me all prepped. She washes my hair and gets it all smelling all nice. And then she goes and she blow dries it. And then Melissa, which her last name, I always butcher her last name. Hold on. Melissa Schleicher. I'm sorry, Melissa, if you were watching this. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. But Melissa ended up doing my hair and makeup. My makeup. Someone else did. I think it was her assistant that did my hair. But she ended up doing my makeup. And Melissa is famous for doing Carrie Underwood's makeup, which I was like, this is crazy. It was crazy, and she did a fabulous job of my makeup. She was so sweet, so nice, and I told her how much I love learning about makeup, how I can't always afford like the best quality makeup, but I like to learn, I like to experiment, and she just taught me so many tips. I even went out and bought a beauty blender because she used the beauty blender to apply my foundation. And it was like little angels kissing my face, and I want to do that every morning. And so I bought myself one. But just the whole makeup experience, it was so amazing. They treated me so kindly, and she was so sweet, and she took in all my questions and she answered everything. And so we actually went over the time we were supposed to be there. So she did my makeup, and which turned out fabulous. I'll put in some pictures here and here, wherever they'll end up being. But it was absolutely amazing. And then after she did my makeup, she let me we had a little selfie party. So she had this really big ring light, and then they had a wall, it was almost studded. It was like a studded wall on the side a studded wall from by the side of where she was giving me makeup. Giving me my makeup. Doing where she was doing my makeup. So she set up the ring light and we put it there, and so I literally had an entourage with me the entire day. We had my two genies, my mom, my dad, my brother, and then Megan, and I think she helped in my wish too. She helped organize all of it, and then an intern from Make-A-Wish. So all those people were following me around all day, and so everyone was taking pictures, and I'll put them up here somewhere. But it was amazing. Like, I was like, I can't believe it. Like, there's like a ring light, there's real cameras, like there's all this stuff, and like what she did to my face, like it was amazing. I was like, it was just, if Melissa, if you're watching this, you made me feel so special by just doing everything you did. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And so we ended up going overtime on the hair and makeup because, like, we all were saying, you have to look fabulous. So after going to hair and makeup, we all get in the car to the next location, and I didn't know what was happening next because I told them I did not want to know. And so we're sitting in there, and Make-A-Wish gave me a goodie bag. They were so sweet. Megan and the intern gave me a goodie bag when I showed up at Polar 3, and it had a Polaroid camera, which is why all these are up. I don't know if you could see me and my friends back there, and there's some of Taylor, but they gave me a Polaroid camera, another 1989 DVD, the CD, which had different Polaroids than the last one I have, so that was amazing. Just a whole bag of goodies and just amazing things. So we were in the back holding all this stuff, and then I took out the CD and I was like, guys, can we play? Can we play? And my mom and everyone was like, yeah, let's play it. And so we made the driver put it in, and we're all like, we had the windows down and we're running and we're screaming Taylor, and it's amazing. And my mom got a video, and I'll insert it here. Welcome to New York. It's been waiting for you. Welcome to New York. Welcome to New York. Like, we could have just done that, just like went down the streets of Nashville blaring Taylor and just singing our hearts out, and did not, like, not even caring about anything. Like, that itself was just amazing. And we're driving, and I'm looking around the roads, and I know some of Nashville. I haven't been around much. I don't know many of the places to go see or anything like that, or the shops or the restaurants. I just know the streets by going to doctors and hospitals. So, perks being chronically ill, huh? And so we're going down this one street, and I'm like, I've never seen this street before. It was like outside of Nashville, so nothing in downtown, nothing in like on Music Way, or I think that's what it's called. And so we're driving, and I like look out, and we start slowing down, and I look out the other window. Right there, across the street, is Taylor Swift's tour bus. Her tour bus. Her Fearless tour bus. The one that was designed off of a fan art. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? I'll insert a picture. I squealed so loud. I was about to cry. I was like, are you kidding me? This was one thing that I did not expect this to happen. I was jumping up and down. I was like, oh, mind you, this was at like 11 o'clock. So we got there at 11. It was the tour bus, guys. It was the tour bus. I got to go on Taylor Swift's tour bus. The tour bus that she designed. Oh my goodness gracious. So we got there at 11. I'm looking over at the itinerary so I don't forget. And it was at the Hemphill Brothers Coaching Co's Corporation, right? Co. So the Hemphill Brothers, and they were amazing. He was so kind, so amazing. The Hemphill people there, like Joey, he was the one that showed me around the tour bus. I got to go inside the tour bus. Here's a video of me finding out I was going in this bus. I'll let that play.
It's filming right now. How do you feel, Allie, to be next to Taylor Swift's bus?
Your flash is on.
Why is it on? You don't want to turn it on.
I don't know.
Allie's having a heart attack right now. She's having a heart attack.
Are you so excited?
Should I zoom in?
What?
Zoom in on her face.
Were you so excited?
He's zooming in.
I zoomed in already.
He's having fun.
I was in awe the entire time. I'll insert pictures of stuff that we didn't get to film. She had the amazing thing was that she had a treadmill, a full-length treadmill in her bathroom. And I know how much she hates running. Every Swiftie knows how much Taylor hates running. And for her to have a full-length treadmill in her bathroom, you go, girl. You go to have that on there. And that picture, and we were talking, and he gave me these right before I left. These, I don't know if you guys can see them. There's one, and there's the other one. These are the ones that Scott Swift, Taylor's dad, hands out to people, and Joey had a whole bag full of them in his office that Scott had left over for him, and said, "Here, I want to give you 2 of these because I know if he was here he'd give you some." And I was like, these are like the magical picks, the picks that he has in his pocket, the magical guitar picks, like, ah. So, and then we got to, any of the Hemphills are watching this. Thank you so much for letting me, like, for being part of my wish. I never dreamed that I'd be able to go on Taylor's bus, and it was just, you made my day so much more special. So thank you so much. And then get some more tea. After that was lunch. So we got to lunch at 12:30. It was in this place in Nashville called DeSano's Pizzeria. I highly agree, this pizza place. I don't know how. So we go there, and this is where I meet Trey. And Trey is wonderful. She's absolutely amazing. We got to sit there, we ate pizza, and it was, at first it was a little, I don't know, I felt that it was a little awkward just because I was like, oh my goodness, like, I wasn't fangirling, but I'm an awkward person, as you guys know, so. But as we started talking more, I felt more comfortable, and she was telling me the process of what it takes to direct a music video, and especially Taylor's, and the ones that she made with Taylor. And good talking to me about Love Story, which I absolutely love that music video. It makes me so happy, and I love the whole theme of it. I love the Renaissances, and the Renaissance theme, just all of it. It makes me so happy. It was like the first 20 minutes of our talk. I think we talked we talked overtime. Like, there was a slotted time for everything in the day, and I think we spent the most time there that day. And that was the most time we spent over, but I was like, I don't mind. And she's so sweet and so genuine, and we were just talking, and and Trey, if you're watching this, you're amazing. Thank you for making my day so amazing. I had so much fun talking to you. You taught me so much. Then I didn't think I was going to learn that day, but you let me learn, and it was amazing, and I'm going to use all the tips, everything you gave me for the rest of my life. Honestly, I will. Then we left the pizzeria, and we're going down the street, and by now I know where we are in Nashville, and I'm looking, and I'm like, I asked my mom, I was like, is the next place we're going to someplace I've been before? She goes, why? And I was like, because it looks really familiar where we're going. She was like, well, do you want to know? Can you tell us? And I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to say something and say it not happen and make people feel bad, you know? I don't like doing that. And we stroll into the Bluebird Café, which is exactly where I thought we were going. And I start freaking out. Inside, we met these 2 lovely people, and we got a private tour of the Bluebird Café, which was crazy. We literally just had a photo shoot in there, and I'll insert some photos, and it was amazing. I loved it so much. The history behind the Bluebird is just crazy, and not even just Taylor's history, but all country artists, all artists of every genre have gone there and performed. So many have been discovered, and just to be in that building and learn about it and stand and sit where they stood, that is amazing. And we sat in there and we chatted for, I think it was 30 minutes or so. I can't really remember, but it was crazy. So we left the Bluebird, and then our last stop of the day was the Country Music Hall of Fame and the Taylor Swift Educational Center, which is, I've always wanted to go there. So we go in, and already they have Taylor's dress from our song from Speak Now tour, which I was like, because the Speak Now tour was my tour. And so we walk in, we meet these lovely people, and they give me like a gift basket with all this Taylor stuff in it, like wristbands, and they gave me guitar picks and everything, and I freak out because they gave me this, the Speak Now tour book, and I have the 1989 tour book, and that's the only one I have, but then they gave me this one, so now I have the 2 tours that I went to for Taylor, and it's just, it brings back so many memories, so, I love it so much. I'm going to try and see if the dress, where's the picture, but yeah, it's crazy. So we go in, we go up to the educational center, which was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. They had some of Taylor's costumes from the 1989 tour on display. They had How You Get the Girl costume, which is my favorite out of all the costumes, and I started fangirling. And they also had the Shake It Off, the green one, which was from my concert, also was fangirling. They had the Style costume, fangirling. And then they had the Welcome to New York, the one with the 3 colors, fangirling. It was just amazing. And the what she did with how she donated all the money to help all these kids and to like let people teach them music, and I think it's just so sweet. And then we go down and we saw a little more other exhibits. And we got to the other part of what, we got to there's a small little love, there's a love, like her love story dress is there, and then her guitar from her sparkly guitar, I think it was the Fearless guitar, the one with all the diamonds on it. So we got to see the Love Story dress, which I thought was so cool because I had just talked to Trey about Love Story. And then we went into an area, like it had all these like games, I guess you could say. And it had like a big bus like with Taylor's face on it. Like not a real bus, but like a cutout bus. And inside the cutout bus was like makeshift recording studios. Like they weren't completely soundproof, but like it was a recording studio. So our tour guide for that day, she asked me, she was like, can you sing? And I was like, well, I like to. I'm not good, like, at all, but I enjoy singing. And we were going to walk past it, and my genies were like, no, you gotta do it. No, they gotta have Taylor on there somewhere. You have to sing. I was like, okay, but you guys better do it with me. So we got into one, and I was in my wheelchair at this point, because this had been a really long day. So we get in there, and they had We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, and Mean is my karaoke song. My camera just stopped. Isn't that nice? But, so the songs they had were We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, and Mean. And Mean is my karaoke song. So we were freaking out, but we started off with We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, and it was like a 20-second, 30-second interval of the song. Like it was like one of the first verse and then the chorus. So it was a shortened version. And we started with that one, and it was so funny because I was singing the main part, and then my mom and my genies would come in. What was it? It was like, they were on the what part. They come and be like, what? And it was so funny. So we did that one, and then we did Mean, which that one was amazing. So I did the first part, and then when the chorus started coming up, they all started singing, and it sounded so good. But we put in our email, and it didn't email it to me still. I'm still praying that they'll email it to me, but it was so much fun. After that, I was exhausted. All my spoons just down the drain. And so I was really tired, and it was the end of the day. I actually didn't even end up finishing my wish. I was supposed to have a shopping in Hillsborough spree. I'm guessing Hillsborough is in Nashville. I have the packet here. So they gave me the money that I was going to use on that. And I'm going to do it with my genies on a later date in Nashville because I think that'll be fun to go shopping in Nashville because I never get to see any of the places. And so I still have part of my wish to do, but it was such a hyped up day, and we ran over so many, but we'll get to do that a later day. But I was so exhausted. There's actually a picture of me just, I'll find the picture. It's just me like just done. Like not done like as in mad, but done as in I need to sleep, I'm out of spoons, done. But we went home, my genies left, and we gave them big hugs and thank yous, and then we went home. If you're thinking about getting a wish, and I know that with chronic illness sometimes it depends on where you live, sometimes you're put down because you are chronically ill and not terminally ill. But if you are thinking about getting a wish, get one. You can't just get one, you have to apply for one. So apply for one. It was the most amazing thing, and I will always, now I'm getting emotional, I will always remember this day. There is no doubt about that. I am not going to forget about getting my hair and makeup done by the woman that does Carrie Underwood's makeup. I'm never ever going to forget going on Taylor Swift's tour bus. And I'll never forget meeting Trey. I'll never forget about those connections that I made that day, or just being able to be with my friends and my family, and I still have the party to look forward to, which is insane. And I'm so thankful. And if you are looking for a wish, like if you're thinking about getting a wish and you're scared because you're chronically ill, to not reach out, because that's how I was. Reach out and do it, because everyone deserves to have a day that makes them feel like this. And I'm just, yeah. So if you're thinking about getting a wish, get a wish. But I want to say thank you. So thank you to everyone. I'm getting all emotional. Thank you, because my day was made so, I couldn't have imagined a better day. And everyone that put together so much work to make my day great, thank you. These are happy tears, not sad tears. I'm never gonna forget my wish day. I'll never ever forget it. And I'm just so thankful for everyone that was a part of it and everyone I got to meet, and I'm just so thankful for the long-lasting friends I've made through this wish journey. And I'll never forget it. It was amazing, and I'm just getting all emotional because it's like this process is over, but yet the day made me so happy. And I know now that when I'm down and when I can't walk, I can just think of that day and be like, I did that. I got my wish. I can do this. I know. I don't know why I'm getting emotional. Oh gosh, I'm such a loser, guys. Make fun of me in the comments or something. But yeah, that was my wish day. I hope you guys found it somewhat interesting. I need a moment to compose myself. My goodness gracious. I'm ruining my makeup. But yeah, I hope you guys like that story. I'm not sure if it's entertaining or anything, but I do hope to do some of these in the future again. But yeah, that was my wish day. It was an amazing day, as you can see from my emotional But if you just, thank you to everyone. Thank you everyone that was a part of this. Thank you so much, and thank you all you guys that watch these videos. Thank you for just being amazing. Who knew that Chronic Connection would be getting this far? And to think that I'd be making videos on YouTube for something that I really support and people would be responding, that's crazy. We're at 60 followers. What, guys? That's crazy. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go now, because I'm an emotional wreck after making that. Emotional happy wreck. Happy wreck. Not sad. I'm not sad, I'm happy. Very, very happy. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I'll see you around. Bye!